Okay, Nicole, let's see what he got.
I saw a few different things. The first thing that I saw was it was a picture of the ocean, and in in the um, in the water was this treasure chest, and it was open, and it was full of jewels and treasures and things like that. And in front of this treasure chest was a pile of these rings, and the location of the chest was extremely important because it was not where it would be expected to be found. This treasure chest was not a sunken treasure that was buried deep, deep, deep on the ocean floor, to where it can't be found. This treasure chest was actually placed in the coral reef, and you could see the safety that this treasure was in this shallow water, actually. And it was not, penetrated or moved by these crashing waves that were outside of this place, outside of this coral reef. And it was just placed, right, so shallow that the tip sort of the box that was opened was exposed to the air. And then when I was looking in the water at this treasure, at the rings that were in this pile before in front of this treasure chest, the rings were there, and they were not particularly bright, but just sitting there. But as I stared at the rings, it was almost as if you could see time go by, and every time time went by, the ring's color brightened and brightened and brightened until it was extremely bright, like light, with a bright light, and almost like opening up, like an opening up happened there. So that was the first thing that I saw. Do you want me to stop right there, or do you want me to?
No, please go ahead.
Okay. The second thing that I saw was a woman, and I believe she is meant to be representative of the bride, and her face was actually exposed without any skin on it. It was just muscle that you could see. And the first thing she did was she tried to apply like a makeup over the top of her face so that she would cover the muscle, and the makeup would be, a faux skin that she could put on to cover up so that her face wasn't exposed to this muscle, but that she could put this face on and she could cover it up with this cover up, which obviously would do a terrible job of covering up a face that was muscle. But the next thing the Lord actually told me was the word skin graft. And I didn't know what that meant. I sort of know what it means, but I had to kind of ask Justin, what's a skin graft? But I think the point is to take healthy, he said that you take healthy skin from somewhere else and you put it there. And I don't know I can't describe it the way he described it, but it was sort of like.
Let him describe it, and he's here. So
yeah.
So a skin graft would just be like with common in like burn victims or people who have had damage to their skin, where they'll take healthy skin from a different part of your body that will regenerate itself. So they take that layer of skin off and put it on where the unhealthy skin is, so that you'll actually so they remove the unhealthy skin, they scrub it down, and then they graft, or they put over top of it and kind of meld that skin it's engrafted into where the unhealthy or the damaged skin was.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Yeah.
That was all.
That's all you got?
Yes, sir.